Who dares kill my people unless I say so? Who's this crossbow killer? Why don't I own this crossbow killer? I don't know, boss.
Excuse me, he's my boss, not yours.
Oh, right, sorry, wrong boss. I'm with another guy. If you'll just excuse me, I'll just go. Probably got some other job to do with him. What the fuck? Also, where's Harley Quinn? In fact, why don't I own Harley Quinn?
Oh, she's downstairs, boss.
Oh, good. Well, bring her here. Bring her. Go get her so she can go and find my diamond in the rough. Now, go get her. Go!
Oh, great. One Harley Quinn on its way.
Honestly, you can't get the staff these days. Typical. Gentlemen, Nick here, and welcome to my review of Birds of Prey, or the fabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn, also known as Birds of Prey or Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. Yeah, long title for this one again. So the plot of the Birds of Prey film is that following the events of Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn has broken up with the Joker and has done it in quite a spectacular way. However, this now means it's open season, so to speak, for her, as many people she has wronged or she and the Joker have wronged in the past are now out for revenge since he can't protect her anymore. In the meantime, this gangster guy is after this diamond, which will lead him to a family treasure, and this pickpocket girl has stolen said diamond she's just stolen it because she's a normal pickpocket. She's stolen it from his guys after they found it, and therefore he enlists Harley in return for her life to get this diamond, bring the diamond and or the girl to him. At the same time, there's this police officer who's been tipped off by one of the gangster's workers to try and get to the girl first. And all this time, there's this the sole surviving member of the family that the diamond originally belonged to is out for revenge against her family's killers, which includes the gangster's BFF, as Harley puts it later on. So, Birds of Prey. This is a really fun, really enjoyable film, and yeah, I think this is a really great one. It's not one of the best of DC Expanding Universe. Well, top 4, not top 3 though. I would say it's number 4 so far. I would say it tops Justice League, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, and Man of Steel. But it's not as good as Wonder Woman, Aquaman, or Shazam in order of release for those ones. But this one is good, it's fun. Margot Robbie is definitely having a time of her life again as Harley Quinn. She did a great job in Suicide Squad and was one of the best things of that film, and she continues to be an absolute joy in this film. Similarly, the casting is pretty much near perfect for the remaining characters. First of all, we got the brilliant Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Huntress, who's really great character. Got some really great backstory with her being the daughter of the family that was assassinated and have been rescued and raised by one of these guys. Not sure if it's one that she took her revenge on, or another one, but he and his family raised her, and she trained to become an assassin to take her revenge on her people. And once on her family's killers, once that's been done, she teams up with the other characters to take down the main villain, who's supposedly the one who organized it in the first place. Not to mention, she's kind of gotten herself into that situation anyway. After when killing the main villain's BFF, as Hardy puts it, as the last person she needs to kill before finding out that the main villain, known as I can't remember his name, Silas or something, but goes by the alias of Black Mask because he has a black mask to wear at some points. So she decides to join the gang in trying to stop him. Black Canary is one of Black Mask's workers, and she's promoted from singer in his bar club to driver chauffeur after saving Harley from some thugs, following Harley breaking the original chauffeur's legs. And she's a great character. She's got a good backstory and eventually teams up with a police officer. I think Ramez? No, I don't know. That's not her name. But the police officer also is building a character against Black Mask. She also has a pretty good backstory as well. And together the two try to locate the kid, Cassandra, I believe. Cassandra Cain, who everyone's after, basically, because she stole, basically, Black Canary and the BFF found a diamond, probably in Harley Quinn's place, and then the pickpocket, who's neighbour of Black Canary, nicked it from BFF, and then eventually got caught by the police, and eventually, which leads to everyone having to go after her and try to get this diamond, with Harley eventually being the one to get her. But finding out that a lot more assassins have been sent after her, she needs to protect the kid, and eventually takes her to a place where she can get the diamond out of her and hand it over to Black Mask. By this point, Black Mask's BFF has found out Black Canary is betraying him to the police officer, who's popping up every now and again. It's a bit funny when she and Harley have to come up against each other, and every now and again. That's pretty funny, especially the first time when Harley's about to eat her breakfast, a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and the police officer and the police officer tries to arrest her on the spot just before she's about to eat it. And what's even funnier is that after the end of a little chase scene that follows, it splatters all over the road, which causes a heartbreak, so to speak, a bigger heartbreak than the splitting up with the Joker. So all these characters are really good, really enjoyable, and have some really fun moments throughout the film. I'm also enjoying the villain, played by Ewan McGregor. He does a really great performance. He has a mix of seriousness with a bit of campiness inside, but that's fine. I think that works really well for a kind of more light-hearted, villain-esque character who can instantly switch to being pretty brutal in a heartbeat, or if he sees snot coming out your nose, as seen in one scene. But yeah, pretty much in a heartbeat, he can go from... But yeah, pretty much in a heartbeat, he can go from being a bit more upbeat. Yes, I'm enjoying myself. This is great. Everything's fine. Oh, I mean, I don't need to kill that little girl because she's young. Yeah, everything's nice. I want you to do my driver and stuff. Yeah, it's nice. And then instantly, he can get really insane and gets really cross and easily angrified. You don't want to get on his bad side, and unfortunately, that's what Harley does, as do pretty much all our main protagonists. And alongside him is his BFF, who's pretty much, he's pretty good as well. He's quite a fun character, basically being the straight man and being the guy who has most of the idea, and being the one who's probably the most brightest of the pair, as well as also being his kind of second in command and going out to do some missions now and again. And he has a nice time with Huntress's story as well. He turns out he's one of the assassins one of the people who killed her family. Though, considering that McGregor's character was the one who ordered that hit, it's not a surprise, to be honest. And yeah, I think everyone works really well here. I think some really great stuff, and they're all really great characters. Some It's a fun script, some funny jokes, some funny moments, quite a lot of great stuff. I actually think the being allowed to be R-rated in America, 15 over here in the UK, allows it to express itself even more, especially with the more violent moments, and allows it to be just a bit more expressive. Suicide Squad got a 15 over here as well, but that one wasn't in the same way. It just felt. I actually think that one would have been fine at 12A slash 12. But I'm not sure why it got 15. I think it would have been fine at 12A slash 12. I think it was fine. Or maybe they could have made it more 15 in the cuts. It was PG-13 in America, so I'm not sure what the reasoning for the 15 there was over here. Joker was deservedly 15 over here, though I think in Ireland it's an 18. But that could have been, well, maybe it was a 16 in cinemas, possibly. But I think that one was a bit more brutal. This one manages to mix comedy with violence really well, just like Deadpool. And I think this is the Deadpool of the DCEU. If Suicide Squad was trying to be like Guardians of the Galaxy, and Shazam feels a bit more like Ant-Man with more comedic moments, this one definitely feels a lot more like Deadpool. If we're going by similarities to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in that case, Justice League is like Avengers then. But yeah, this one definitely feels, well, Deadpool's not part of the MCU yet. But, okay, just Marvel then. Yeah, this one feels very much like Deadpool. Where it's allowed to express itself more through the R-rated content without damaging or degrading the story. It works really well. There's also some pretty cool cinematography here. Some strange editing choices, but due to story reasons, I think it's fine in places. Other cases, it's a bit strange, but not out of context strange. It's not distracting. It's just, oh, that's noticeable, but it fits within the story. It doesn't not fit. It doesn't not fit. And I think it works really well. And some really great moments throughout the film, some great entertainment. The whole sort of climax or pre-climax fight scene with the 5 main female characters fighting off lots of goons on this spinny thing with lots of weird hands at the fun fair inside the fun house. It's pretty well done considering they're all spinning around. Some really great fight scenes throughout, and the climax is also pretty good. Though I think the villain's death could have been slowed down a bit. I think it was a bit quick. But I think it worked well enough. Could have been set up a bit more as well, but I think it works well enough. And the final confrontation is fun. And it's actually quite fun seeing these 5 main female characters working together for a bit. And really enjoyable, and them hanging out for a small portion of time before Harley ditches them. Harley and Cassandra Cain ditched them. But it does lead the other 3 to form the Birds of Prey vigilante organisation, which this film, I suppose, is the origin for. And whilst Harley and Cassandra go on their own crime-committing spree, I guess. Which makes sense. And yeah, I think this film works really well. Also, it's fun to have one of the Joker Harley hyenas in this film, named Bruce in this one, as a reference to that hunky Wayne guy, as Harley puts it. I wonder who that's a reference to. Yeah, I know for a fact that Harley and Joker have 2 hyenas, definitely in some of the animated TV shows, but only one makes an appearance here, but that's absolutely fine. He doesn't have a huge amount to do anyway, and at one point we presume he's dead, but he then comes back at the end. But he does have a few funny moments, such as eating the guy who sold it to Harley, as he wants her to pay him in a sexual manner rather than money. Which, of course, leads Harley to let Bruce, the hyena, eat him instead. And then that leads to that guy being one of the guys who wants Harley dead earlier on in the film. Lots of events have quite a few chain reactions, as we can see throughout this film. One thing can lead to another, and as we can tell through elements of the storytelling, we can even go back to points that have been skipped over so that we can fill in some gaps, which is really cool. It's also detailing some of the backstory here, some backstories here, done best than Suicide Squad's one. Also, the Joker does appear, but stand-ins and in flashback scenes and stand-ins and archive footage stand-in for the Joker's character. You don't get much to see of him. It is Jared Leto's Joker, but only briefly in the scenes from Suicide Squad. And the stand-ins are supposed to be his Joker, but you don't really see him that much. So it's the same Joker, but I guess after the exploding the chemical factory, he's either dead or he's gonna be quite different next time we see him round. Not Joaquin Phoenix's character from Joker film, the recent Joker film, but maybe another version later down the line, perhaps, or maybe this is the end of the line for him. But then again, we've got the Batman coming out in a year or two's time, so might see a younger Joker with him. So on the whole, Birds of Prey, or the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, is a really good film, really enjoyable, has some great moments, some great stuff, and is a very strong female-led superhero / supervillain film. And I think, yeah, it works really well. I know not everyone's going to be on board with this one, either due to too many similarities to Suicide Squad, or get this because there's 5 main female protagonists. I mean, who in the world would criticize the film for having 5 main female protagonists? I mean, come on. Actually, there are people out there like that. Let's not go near them. But I think this is a good film, really enjoyable, really enjoyed the main leads, as well as the antagonists. I thought they were fun, and some really good stuff, some great moments, and yeah, I thought this was a great film. So I'll be giving Birds of Prey, or the Fabulous Emancipation, I hate that word, of One Harley Quinn, a 9 out of 10. I thought it was good. I thought it was a very good film, very enjoyable, had a great time. And yeah, and it's great seeing Margot Robbie taking a more creative role in this film, also being a producer on the film as well. So you can tell she's definitely had very strong involvement with this film after being very much involved with the character following Suicide Squad. That, to be perfectly honest, once she got the role for Suicide Squad onwards, she's been very much involved with the character. And yeah, I think she does a really great job, and the film is really good as well, and it's really enjoyable. We're kind of in a bit of a Harley Quinn renaissance at the moment with this and the recent television series from DC's streaming service, which I've seen quite a few clips on YouTube from, and that is a really great series by the looks of it. That is really good. Not to mention appearances in other television shows at the moment, like DC Superhero Girls and Justice League Unlimited. We're in a bit of a Harley Quinn renaissance, and I think this one is definitely a good addition to the Harley Quinn renaissance of the late 2010s, early 2020s. And once again, like I said, Margot Robbie is brilliant in the role, and it's great for her to be more creatively involved with her portrayal of the character in the DC Extended Universe films, as they're known. So looking forward to seeing what comes up next with her character in these films, whether that's Suicide Squad 2, Gotham City Sirens, or a Birds of Prey sequel. Or whatever else may come, and I'm also looking forward to whatever else comes up in the DC Extended Universe film series. Next should be Wonder Woman 1984, which I'm really looking forward to. Currently, Wonder Woman is the best DCU film so far, and also Wonder Woman is my most anticipated. 1984 is my most anticipated female-led superhero film of the year, and also my most anticipated superhero film of the year, full stop. And one of the most anticipated movies of 2020. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Nicholas Payne YouTube channel. Phlegm. Excuse me. As many assassins who want her dead, or as many assassins, which includes the second in command of the Gangsters Associates group. Not necessarily in that order, but it's also with Huntress, the former, the original. But he goes by the name. He goes by Black Mask when he's wearing his black mask. So the alias Black Mask here, and she's Cassidy, I believe her name is, or is it Cassandra? Cassandra. Shazam, and well, Shazam is trying to be like, Shazam doesn't feel like trying to be. And Shazam feels a bit like Ant-Man. Well, maybe it's not distractingly bad after getting the diamond out of them, but at least the other three on to forming the as he wants her to pay him, as he wants him. Anyway, so on to Ho. So on the whole, Birds of Prey is a. So I will be giving Birds of Prey So I'll be giving the. In fact, once she got the role for Suicide Squad, to be perfect. So a bit of a Harley Quinn Renee, not to mention her appearances in other shows, such as DC Superhero Girls, and it's great for her to have a bit more of a creative inclusion, and also having strong creative and also very good with the creative decision, and also more included. And it's also great for her to be more creative. I almost had it then. And it's also great for her to be more creatively involved with the character in the DC Extended Universe, so-called universe. And it's great for her to be more creatively involved in the DC Extended Universe, as they're known, films, with her portrayal of Harley Quinn in those films. And why don't I own this? No. Fuck you.
Excuse me, he's my. All right.
Action. I don't know, boss. Oh, sorry, wrong boss. I'm with another guy. Excuse me. I'll just go. I'll do that again with a proper door note, closing and opening. Okay, ready? 2, 1, action. Right, that's Jigen's bits done.